there until the arms start to ache.
Off there.
Can't you do that? See about it.
Hold on.
Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So we're on our way for a small half hour. Relax, enjoy the beautiful views of the city. I assume everybody speaks English, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, this is a bed and breakfast here on the left side. Pretty nice to wake up. So people who still live here both sides these canals. They have a lovely garden here on the back, right side. Small lovely pastures on the left here. You can rent a few of these places on the left side. The smell of the water is included in the price of these ones here. We're going to be the first on the canals, but this is one of the loveliest rides we have. Early in the morning, no traffic. Well, this place here on the right side is the old Hospital of St. John. So this was built in the 12th century. This used to be a place for pilgrims. The hospital lasted till 1976, till they built the new one outside the city. Today in here we have the Hans Memling Museum. So Hans Memling was one of these amazing painters of the 15th century and belonged to the Flemish Primitives. It was a group of artists in the 15th century. There's an old pharmacy in there as well. You can see the tools that they used to treat or maybe mistreat people in these days. There's a small botanical garden. There's a terrace, there's a bar, there's a restaurant, there's even a discotheque or a club in the old maternity rooms right now. An exhibition of Pablo Picasso and Andy Warhol as well. Well, mind your heads please, this is the lowest bridge we're getting on the tour. But the boat is well loaded, so it won't be a problem.
Scrape the top of your head off and scrape the edge.
Well, this bridge ahead, the guy standing leads into the right to the old Canals. So it was founded in 1244 by Margarita II of Flanders. Used to be a place for godly women at first, so 40 white houses around the square with poplar trees. But it became more and more religious around the 1700s, so there's still 11 Benedictine nuns inside the old monastery here. And this is the lock house at the very end here. Behind the lock house we have the Lake of Love with the neo-Gothic castle to the left, which is a bit difficult to see in summertime. The trees on the left. These three locks here underneath the lock house, they make that the water level throughout the 3 miles of canals stays the same. Well, these swans and ducks are very much protected. They get their food every day. There's plenty of fish in these canals as well. Seems to be that there's more and more swans and less ducks every morning. Maybe it has something to do with the increase in Chinese restaurants we have. Well, this place on the right side here is the last big brewery that we have in the city. So the brewery, well, it still makes 2 beers. One is called the Bruges1h, the Bruges1h. The other one is called the Straffe Hendrik, the Strong Henry. So the beers between 6 and 11% alcohol. So quite strong, but tasty. There's a bar in there, there's a museum, there's a restaurant as well. That's a brewery, yeah. So you had a taste of these beers?
We did.
Okay, good. Sorry?
How do you live to taste?
I don't even taste.
6%.
6%, okay, yeah. Well, I think you have to, there's a one that has like 10 points, and you have to order this beer ahead, like 3 months ahead. So you come and pick it up 3 months later. So one of the special ones. To the left, the St. Saviour's Cathedral. So they started building it in the 9th century up until the 19th, burned down 4 times. It's quite eclectic, so different styles around and inside the church. And this is the Church of Our Lady. So that's about 122 meters, is 360 feet, fully built out of bricks, so it makes it quite exceptional. And inside the church, the tombs of Marie of Burgundy, Charles the Bald, 16th century paintings, of course, and the small little treasure that we have, the Virgin Maria with the chant from Michelangelo. But I guess you all seen that. Well, we got 5 boat stations throughout the city, so they're all private hands. There's 20 boats running up and down every day here. And mostly all year. We don't have that strong winters anymore. So it was like a 10 months work a year. But we went skating on these canals when I was young. So one point to another, so that was pretty much fun. There were stands with liquor and beers along the side. That was real fun. Going through people's gardens was like, it was amazing. Yeah. Well, this bridge here ahead is the Bonifacius Bridge. So Bonifacius lived between the 8th and 9th century. He was English. By the way, left for Germany later. But he was the founder of the Christian Western Europe. So they gave this bridge his name, next to the church, of course. It's also called the Long Bridge. You had it come here to take a picture on top of the bridge, so it's a kind of a tradition in Bruges. This place on the left side is the palace of the family of Bruges. So the name Bruges is an old Flemish name. Bruges means a house. Bruges is a mixture of herbs that they used with the fermented barley, so to make beer. So they had the secret making the beer and became the richest family of from the 14th up until the 17th century. Look at the stalactites here. That's chalk and water combined. In this frame here on the right side is a city map made out of lace. So we know that Bruges and its lace. Well, this place here is called the River. So the name of the street, the name of the water. So you have to know that the Celtic people who were in Europe around 3 before Christ, 3-4 before Christ, were here around the millennium, first millennium. So they thought that trees and rivers, canals were divine creations. So they gave this name, as you can see the name at the restaurant in the corner there, the River. So you can see the word divine, it's the name, right up there. Later, when the Christians were here, it was called the Holy Water of Bruges here, this area. Here up here is the belfry, the belfry tower. So built like an arm of stone, and the arm symbolized the power of the city of Bruges in the Middle Ages, built in the 13th century. You can see someone up there, underneath. Therefore you need to do it. It's about 240 feet. You can see, not today, we can see the North Sea from here, which is about 10 miles away. Bruges is a tiny little town. There's only 17,000 people living in the center of the city. But Bruges with the surrounding villages stretches out to the North Sea, the port of Sea Bruges, which is economically wise one of our high points of tourism in this city. About 120,000, Belgium, 11 million people. And among the 18 small little bridges that we have, this is still the oldest bridge. Just ahead here, 14th century. Well, at least half of the bridge anymore, but the stones are, the other part is still the same, 700 years old. Up on the right side you will see like 4 small houses with the red house next to it. So this is the, on the right side here, the Pelican House 1634. So you can see the sign of the Freemasonry at the red door. So they were behind the idea, building these houses and for the widows. But today we call these houses the houses of God. So that's where our poor people are to live in. So there's plenty of houses like that, get their hot meals every day. So social welfare takes care of our people. this is a different part of town, still in the centre, but this is the more relaxing neighbourhoods. So where the people from Bruges actually live. The quarter of St. Anne's on the right, so St. Anne's Church there. We got the huge windmills, further up about 10 minutes up to the right side. The Jerusalem Chapel, English convent as well. The Lay Centre, Museum of Folklore as well, these small in the streets and alleys. So it's nice to wander around this neighbourhood. And like in most cities, houses next to the canals are the most expensive ones as well. So you see a sign most of the time. The koop, like the one on the corner. So the koop means for sale. Mostly any house is for sale these days. But this one's been for sale for about 4 or 5 years, so it doesn't actually happen. People buy the houses. I think this one's for sale for about 6-7 years now. Next to the red, with the red ones, there's the houses next to it. The houses from the 17th century. So a good example how they restorated these houses. Well, at the windows you see the ironstone heads, like above the gates as well. Right? The same old heads always come back. Because like 1675 here, the house on the right side. It's always this stone little heads to do. They were there to chase away the evil spirits. And that's what people were thinking in those days. Turkish consulate here. House on the corner is a style in the Rococo style here on the right side here. Where my dentist lives, by the way. Oh yeah, they always have good places to live in. If you go that right here, you go to the North Sea, border with Holland, half an hour ride with the car. So straight up, you come in these small medieval places. This bird is the Grand Cormorant here. Yeah, the cormorant. And it's going deep. It's going to show up in this little one. Beautiful bird. Well, this is our medieval port. So, used to be quite a big economical activity, this harbour here. So imagine these big boats, of course, wooden bridges, portal installations, and that you can see on the few paintings that we have in the museum. So therefore they built at the end the Bruges Lodge. So this was a kind of a meeting place. It's not a church, a meeting place for these captains and tradesmen, the richer people of the city. So consider Bruges as a big fortress with big gates, so all the people living within the gates could go in there. If you keep on going till the end of the street along the old building, that was the world's first stock exchange market. To the other side, the old customs house, the European flag. And at the end here, of course, the statue of Jean van Eyck, the founder of the Flemish primitives. One of these amazing painters. So the Spanish captain Spinola was here, kept still the same name, the restaurant Spinola. It's also the name of this canal on the right side. So the Marquis, he became a Marquis later in the 1500s. So you have to know that Belgium and Holland was one big region, it's called the Lowlands. So if you look at the Belgian flag, you see up high there, Oldhuis Amsterdam. So the old house Amsterdam, which is a hotel these days. So you see that there's a big Dutch influence in this city as well. Like a little further above the red door, House Holland also. So they would have, the Dutch tradesmen would have their storerooms, offices, houses on the left side here. Spanish on the right. And then we got separated from the lowlands from Holland. That was in 1830. So we built this bridge, the King's Bridge. You can see it in 2 languages, King's Bridge, Bonjour. The independence of Belgium. And if you go straight up between the 2 white houses there with the flag, you find the oldest pub that we have. It's been there since 1515. It hasn't changed. Kept it the way it was. Beautiful garden in the back. It's called Café Vlessingen. So the dike of the Spanish, the dike of the Dutch, it was called here from that bridge up until the end was called the dike of the Scots. So there's still a house who kept the same name, the old name, next to the great door. You see like a sign that says Scotland Dike, dike of the Scots. Changed it later in the 1800s to St. Anne's Canal. So mainly transporting textile. And a little whiskey. This house, the 17th century, was the golden century. So art, culture, science, trade were like values of high quality. So you see like always these step forms on top, the aesthetic forms. So the architects were inspired by the battlements of medieval castles. It was just try to hide the roof, in fact. This place on the right side here is a department of the College of Europe. So the college was founded in 1949. Winston Churchill, among 3 others, was one of the founders of the college. It's a postgraduate education for European economics, but anyone in the world can attend that school. On the right side the Bruges flag, but next to the flag to the left you see like a small little bear. So this is the bear of Bruges, mascot of the city. So there's always a legend in these old medieval cities. The legend tells us that he was the first one, the bear was the first one to live here around the 8th or 9th century. Then all of a sudden Baldwin I with the iron arm appeared and rescued his wife from the bear, nailed it to a tree, and that was the beginning of this city. This is one of the most beautiful spots I took from the city here. This is the Green Canal, like the name of the street, called. Full of painters here in summertime, hot spot. Well, the water is still fresh water. Okay, like I said, 10 miles away from the North Sea. We got these locks with this fresh water like it is. It's about 6 feet deep, average. And they still have carp and eel, pike, rudd in these waters. So we do fish them along the way to Holland. So there's plenty of fishermen down there. The small little towers, that's the old Palace of Justice from 1608. Where they kind of use these towers for the carrier pigeons. Spread the news fast over the suburbs surrounding villages. This is our statue here, the green naked Korean woman here on the right side. Is desperately seeking for her contact lenses. But This is a neoclassical style building here from 1820. See the Doric columns as well on top. But this is our fish market, so it's only North Sea fish down there. So in the Middle Ages there was that square next to it where they sold fish from these canals. So the poor people could eat this fish and the rich ones could eat the fish on the markets. Well, anyone seen the movie in Bruges? Well, this is the hotel here with the wooden facade, Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson, Ralph Guinness. And I always say this because it's a nice souvenir. You see the movie, you see a lot of images from Bruges back again. This is what we call the most famous photograph corner. Out that way, of course, the small Venice, like the bar on the corner is called. Inside this place here on the right side, we got the beer wall. So in old Belgium, their beers, well, I have to mention it, 1132 Belgian beers in one wall inside this place. Beautiful 18th century hotel here on the right side here. Famous for its high tea. Venetian Crystal, Hotel Tullidian on the left. You can see the colorful windows. Well, this is about it. We're at the end of our tour here. Thanks so much for your attention. I wish you well further on today. And if you're satisfied with the English commentary, we brought some other tips, and it's always highly appreciated. Thanks so much ahead, and careful with the hands on the right side, please. Thank you. And wish me luck, because Belgium is playing Algeria tonight, so
Easy.
we need some comfort. Thank you. Bye bye.